to protect the future interests of the aviation industry within Australia. Also, that the Fair Work Act applied to all people in Australian airspace, which includes all employees in the aviation industry. And further, that we deplore the despicable act by Alan Joyce and the board led by Lee Clifford on the 29th of October 2011 when they grounded the airline. Well, what's quite clear in that is that only this week, Qantas has made an application on behalf of its Jetstar operations to bring a large number of various Jetstar subsidiaries of Qantas into one company. It is also very clear that they're doing that as a way and means of selling off the Australian icon piece by piece. What do I say then? What's funded Jetstar? Qantas. What's funded the arrangements that's made Qantas so effective? The Australian government, the Australian people, and the Australian workforce's commitment to the Australian icon. In the case of Jetstar and its operations, they are moving planes and purchasing jets to go and work for, rather than the Qantas arm, but to actually go and work for Jetstar. Aircraft have reduced by 30% the amount of fuel consumption, a substantive pricing increase for the Jetstar operation that averted for the financial investment that Qantas is required to do to export that equipment. What is also quite clear, and that is that throughout the circumstances with the Qantas Sale Act arguments, that Qantas has treated the Sale Act as really as a series of witches' hats to try to work out how to manoeuvre its way around. And of course, when the company, which is still at war with its own workforce, settled agreements or not, still at war with its workforce, still outsourcing thousands of jobs, both overseas and within this country, the determination to break down the wages and conditions of people who made this airline so great is phenomenal. As part of that strategy, they reported flight attendants on international cruise to work for $400 a month and work 5 to 7 days in our aviation airspace doing domestic work. $400 a month, not only exploiting those Thai and Singaporean workers, but disadvantaging the opportunity for Australians to receive employment. To the credit of Bill Shorten, that case has now been taken up by the Fair Work Ombudsman for 8 employees, when there are still many hundreds to be represented. Of course, Qantas said they don't employ any of them. It's only subsidiaries they own, control, or economically have power over. When the airline was collapsed, there was one person who resoundingly said nothing about Qantas. No criticism, only that it was a business decision. That's what happens. And that was Tony Tony Abbott's woke up in the morning and Gina Reinhardt went drilling. All these workers having their rights outsourced. All these workers having their rights outsourced right across the economy. The most critical part of employee militancy that we have faced in over a decade and a half since the waterfront dispute, led by Lee Clifford and Alan Joyce, has not been once criticised by Tony Abbott, only applauded. I put the recommendation to the conference that we wholeheartedly support this resolution, and say as part of that support, our union has committed $1.5